Hachette Audio presents The Mercenary, a story of brotherhood and terror in the Afghanistan War. Written by Jeffrey E. Stern. Read by Ray Corasani. Dedication to Mom. A note on trauma, memory, and misunderstanding. This is a work of nonfiction, but it is not a work of investigative reporting. I have hired a fact-checker to help corroborate facts with sources, find errors, help me correct them, and where the book deals in the experience of imperfect witnesses, help me faithfully represent perceptions. There are parts of this book that depend on recall from one of two flawed human characters amid varying degrees of trauma. In some cases, my contemporaneous notes provided some corroboration, as did other physical and documentary evidence, and occasionally other witnesses or news sources. In other cases, we can only call on the flawed resource that is wartime human memory. I believe the fallibility of memory must be compensated for in wartime memoir, or at least acknowledged. We can better strive for objective truth if we acknowledge frailty and bias. And while I don't think that needs to be a thesis, not every war correspondent needs to turn every defect of memory into argument. In this story, errors in perception were part of the point. There were moments when, in real time, I believed I was resolving a crisis, only to learn later I was exacerbating it. When I was certain a brother was okay, only to learn later he was suffering and I was causing trauma. This book's grandest ambition is to collapse some of the distance between two worlds by, at first, pointing it out. To be faithful to facts when, more than anything I've ever written, parts of this book depend on my own memory. I have tried to avoid recasting myself in a flattering light. I've tried to be candid about my motives, which were not always pure, and about the grasp I had on my surroundings, which was not always as firm as I believed it to be. Although I hope it feels like one, this is not a novel. I have not allowed myself to make things up when convenient, to take a few true facts and turn them into fictional events, or to turn a few true attributes into characters who are only mostly real. I have allowed myself, I've actually tried, to embrace the misperceptions I had in real time. The story is structured to highlight rather than run from them. When the storytelling in this
Sample complete. Ready to continue?